Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, but we're not cooking. I'm showing you outtakes, mistakes, and how messy a cook I am. Alright, first thing is, we've got some eggplant that we have roasted and grilled off to make our baba ganoush, and look at that mess. Alright, another meal that I've made, I'm splashing in some soy sauce, and I have splashed over the side of the bowl. It's on the bench, we don't want that. Another one, I've splashed some fish sauce all over the bench on the way to the wok and lost some chicken in the process. Alright, also leaving behind some onion. Alright, let's get on to the next one. So, my barbecue quiche, and we had to cut off the excess pastry, and that pastry was hot. How hot? Damn hot. Okay, so we cut that off, and we're just going to throw this to the side as best as we possibly can, and try to get the shot looking good. Another one, another black bean dish, and we end up dropping some of our paper in and making a mess of the bench, dripping black bean sauce everywhere. And this looks like it was a pork rib recipe. Try it at home. If you make a mess of your bench, so be it. Just make it easy. So we're slicing up some cabbage on the mandolin, and we've got a lot of cabbage on the bench and some cabbage into the bowl. So here we are, we're making up some seasoned flour, and of course I end up with flour all over the bench, and eventually I ended up with some seasoned flour. Some calamari, again using a little bit of corn flour, cornstarch. Wherever you are in the world and you are watching this, that description will change. I've cut this again because the handle ended up covered in flour. So here I have some stir-fried pork or beef or lamb or chicken, I can't remember, but we ended up with stuff everywhere. So again, here I have some chicken legs, some drumsticks, cutting the meat off, and nowhere to put the bones, so I just keep putting those to the side. As you can see, that pile of bones is weighing up massively. A fettuccine dish that we have done, and I'm making an absolute mess of the bowl. But before we shoot our final thumbnail, I cleaned it all up, and it looks really nice and pretty. Okay, so as we've done that, let's get on to our next meal. Some asparagus I've just grilled off, and a little bit of butter with some balsamic vinegar, and as you can see, the balsamic vinegar ended up all over the plate. Some onion, and my favourite, some rice wine vinegar, and here I am making some fried rice, and that did not quite make the confines of the pan I was using. Hate using this pan to do this, and we make a great mess. Some waffle fries, we're putting those into a bowl. I'm trying to serve these up delicately, and then I do that, and waffle fry falls out of the bowl. Serving up some chicken and some really cool homemade chips, some gnocchi, some peas for a pea pesto, and all the little kids run away. Yes, I don't want to get cooked. And here we are finishing this meal off, and the sauce ends up dripping over the side of the pan, and again, once again, making a mess. Making up some seasoning for our Greek style southern fried chicken, and as you will be able to see once I move the grinder, we've made another mess of the bench. That's the way it is. And showing you guys and getting over exuberant, I spill a little bit more. So here we are, Japanese curry, putting that into the bowl, and I should have thought about this a little bit better than what I did. And making again one hell of a mess of the bowl and plating up. My inside out stuffed lamb. Wow. Go watch this, the best fail ever. Another one, we've put in some chicken into a curry paste or a curry dish, and the curry just explodes, and we have to wipe everything down. We have to wipe down the pan, we have to wipe down the cooker, the bench, as you can see I'm doing there, and then of course we have to wipe down a trivet, just like I'm doing there. We make a mess. Even some of our Indian dishes, we make a really simple mess in serving. As you can see, ossobuco, and you can see in the top right hand corner, sauce ends up everywhere. Look, I cook to eat. I cook because I love it, and if you're going to try and be 100% perfect all the time, you're not enjoying what you're doing. My pork and date sauce, my date sauce ends up on the left hand side there on the bench. Our sama, we end up with juice and sauce everywhere. Who cares? It tastes great. Here's my cream transferation, which does not work, as you can see. Alright, and our next one is some Szechuan peppercorns, and look, as long as most of the Szechuan peppercorns ends up in the grinder, it's good. One of our tandoori chicken roasts, and we make a mess at every single stage of this. Who cares? It tastes great. Squid, I end up with more stuffing outside of the squid than I do inside of the squid. Look at that. Some of our stuffed mushrooms, and we end up with more stuffing outside than we do inside. Some of our beautiful pork skewers, and we end up with more of our marinade outside the bench than we do on the skewer itself. And here we go, tiramisu, and we've ended up with more of our coffee mixture outside the coffee pot than we do inside. Eggs, my nemesis. I spill eggs everywhere. Cheese, freshly grated. As I'm doing there, I end up with a lot of cheese outside. And look at this, another pork recipe, and I've ended up with a ton of marinade outside. But when you get it right, you get it right. Okay, gnocchi recipe, spinach gnocchi, and this is a fun one for me because I ended up with too much. We're also adding in a thickening agent, which is corn flour or a rice flour, and we're just going to put that in, but we end up with like thickening agent everywhere. As you can see, at KP's Kingdom, Cooking with KP, we make mess every time we possibly can, although we don't try to make it. Things just happen. Alright, you guys a couple more examples. So, making schnitzel, we've got chicken, breadcrumb, and egg all over the bench. Perfect, just as we like it. Thanks for watching. Hit that notifications bell if you haven't already. Hit that like button. But more importantly, come join the family. I will catch you next time.